Now, if this is your first time in Illustrator, it would be a good idea to have a look at the lay of the land, as it were, with the application. One of the first things I'm going to do here actually is switch out into full screen mode with a menu bar. I'm just trying to maximize the amount of screen real estate for those of you who may be viewing on smaller screens. And I will also mention that I am in the default Essentials workspace here too. We'll be looking at those later on in the course. But if yours doesn't look exactly like this, you don't need to panic at the moment, because it will look something like this. There might just be some small variations, for example, on some of the panels here might be open and so on. So let's start at the very top of the screen. And this is where we have our top level menu system. So all of our different menus available just here like so. And immediately underneath that, we will have an application bar. If you're on Windows, you'll see both of those things in the same place, by the way. And these icons will have shifted somewhat, but they are both there. It's just the menus are contained in the application bar on Windows. Underneath that, we have the control strip. Now, some people call this the options bar because that's its name in those products. But it's a contextual-based area, and it will change depending on what you have selected. So in the artwork I've got here, for example, if I click on something as I have here, just these clouds in the background, you'll notice that the interface in the control strip has changed, and it's now about things that relate to that particular item. And if I click away, it changes subtly, but nonetheless changes to look at something else. On the left-hand side, we have the toolbox. This is where all of our different tools live. Some of them have this small icon in the bottom right-hand corner, and that indicates that there are more tools there, and they're accessed by long pressing on that icon as I'm doing just now. Some of them have quite a lot. So for example, if I come down to the graphing tools here, you can see there's quite a stack there. But this is where we get hold of our tools. And throughout the course, I'll be giving you some help with accelerating your use of the tools so that you don't have to keep moving over to this side. So there's a few things here, but we'll get to those in good time. On the right-hand side of the screen, we have our panels. Now, at the moment, these are just being displayed as icons. If you look at the top there, there's a small double triangle. If I click on that, then these panels expand fully like so. Okay, and panels have certain different characteristics. We'll be talking about those in a movie coming up very, very shortly. But just for now, if I drag out a panel like so and expand it, I'll give you an idea of some of the characteristics. So I've got this tab just here. They all have different tabs when they're nested like so. And then we've got this flyout. That's an important part. And we'll get to that when we talk about panels, like I said, in a moment or two. They're the main things. And some of them have options and they can be stretched like so. So that's our very high level overview of the Illustrator interface. Now let's get into some detail in the next movies.